At 3 a.m., while the world sleeps and the noise of doubt is silenced, I rise to speak not to the world but to the heavens. I do not whisper wishes. I decree destiny. Every bill is paid before it arrives. Every dollar I need is already on its way. I do not beg. I do not chase. I command, and so it is. For I am one with the infinite source, and that source is not broke, bankrupt, or behind. It is overflowing, limitless, eternal, and I am the vessel. Money loves me. It finds me, follows me, and floods into my hands with ease. I do not question how. That is not my work. My work is the word, the sacred word that sets the law in motion. There is no delay in divine mind. What I desire is already done. I have no fear, for fear is a liar. I speak with the boldness of one who knows. The universe is not testing MIT, is responding to me. I give freely, and I receive lavishly. The more I give, the more I receive. My hands are not clenched in scarcity, they are open in circulation. For the law is this: that which I give, returns multiplied, tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. Every step I take today is favored. Every move is guided. Every action is prospered. And so I do not rush. I do not grasp. I walk with divine confidence, knowing that what is mine cannot miss me, and what misses me was never mine. I am a magnet for miracles. I am a lighthouse for abundance. I am aligned with the infinite wealth of the universe. And at this hour, this sacred 3 a.m. hour, do not just hope. I declare. I affirm. I imprint the ethers with truth. Money flows to me now, in avalanches of abundance. I am ready. I am receptive. I am grateful. And as I speak it, so it is. And as I believe it, so it appears. For I am no longer asking. I am receiving. Money is not material in origin. It is spiritual in essence. What appears as currency, digits, coins, or checks is only the outer shell of an inner truth. Wealth is not earned, it is aligned with. It is not chased, it is attracted. There is a divine current of supply that flows like electricity through the universe, and the moment one attunes to it, provision begins to appear as if from nowhere. But it is not from nowhere, it is from everywhere, because spirit is the source of all supply. The moment you stop striving, you begin receiving. Striving implies separation. It says, I must do more, prove more, struggle more, to be worthy. But worthiness is not earned. It is claimed. You do not become rich by forcing your will upon the world. You become rich by aligning your mind with the higher laws that govern all manifestation. There is no poverty in divine mind. There is no debt in the infinite. Lack is not real. It is only a symptom of misalignment. You must understand that money is an effect, not a cause. It does not come first, it follows thought. It is a mirror that reflects your beliefs about it. If you believe money is hard to come by, it shall be. If you believe it flows easily, it must obey your word. You are not here to chase money. You are here to channel it. You are not a beggar of the universe. You are its heir. The frequency of wealth is high. It does not mingle with worry, doubt, fear, or envy. These lower vibrations repel supply and attract struggle. Speak differently. Think differently. Act as though money is already yours. Not from arrogance, but from knowing. Knowing that the same intelligence that causes the sun to rise, the stars to form, and the oceans to move, also governs your affairs. That intelligence cannot fail. When you harmonize with it, neither can you. Begin to treat money as a sacred current, not a stressful pursuit. Bless your finances, no matter their state. Give thanks before you receive. Speak to your bank account as if it were alive, because, energetically, it is. Do not wait until abundance appears to celebrate. Celebrate now, and watch abundance appear. The outer world rearranges itself to match your inner conviction, so make that conviction this: I am one with infinite supply. Money flows to me from all directions. I am rich in substance now. 3. Faith as the bridge between thought and manifestation expanded. Faith is the unseen bridge between what is spoken and what is seen. It is the invisible force that carries your word from the realm of spirit to the realm of matter. Without faith, words are hollow. They echo, but they do not echo back. They speak, but they do not create. Faith is the fuel of the spoken word. It is what makes affirmations move mountains and rearrange circumstances. One must not merely speak affirmations, they must embody them. Say, I am rich, not with trembling hope, but with thunderous certainty. Say, money flows to me not as a question, but as a command. The universe responds not to words alone, but to the vibration behind the words. Faith is that vibration. Faith is the knowing that what is spoken in truth must come to pass, regardless of appearances. The moment you speak a word in faith, the universe begins to reorganize. People shift. Opportunities move. Doors once closed begin to creak open. But if you cancel your word with doubt, you canceled the process. Do not dig up your seed with worry. Plant the word and leave it alone. Water it with gratitude. Expect it to bloom, even if there is no evidence yet, because faith knows it is already done. Faith is not mere belief. Belief still allows for doubt. Faith eliminates it. Faith does not look around and say, I'll believe it when I see it. Faith says, because I have spoken it, I will see it. That is the difference between struggle and manifestation. You are not waiting on money. Money is waiting on your unwavering belief in its arrival. The supply has already been created. It is simply seeking an open channel, and faith is the open gate. You must act as if the thing you desire is already yours. Speak like it, walk like it, think like it, dress like it, not from pretense, but from prophetic action. When you act in faith, you summon the future into the present. You magnetize the invisible. You quicken the slow. You accelerate the law. But if you waver, you delay. The law responds with precision, not pity. Speak your word in the early hours. Declare your good when the world still sleeps. But do not forget, your word is only as strong as the faith behind it. If you speak and then fear, you sabotage your seed. But if you speak and then believe with fire, with calm, with conviction, the law must obey. What you decree in faith will be delivered in form. Faith is your bridge, and the moment you cross it, money begins to move. The mind is a garden, and the words you speak are the seeds you plant. Every word, whether spoken in fear or faith, takes root. And yet, many go through life planting thorns and expecting roses. They speak constantly of what they do not want, of debt, of delay, of downturn, and then wonder why lack appears at every corner. But the law does not judge. It does not pick favorites. It simply reflects. It is the perfect mirror, and it multiplies what you magnify. The law of substitution is the golden key to transformation. You cannot entertain two thoughts at once. You cannot think poverty and prosperity at the same time. You cannot dwell on lack and receive abundance. One must be chosen, and the other must be cast out. So choose your words as a sculptor chooses their chisel, with purpose and precision. Speak only that which you desire to see made manifest. For whatever you speak with emotion, you invite into your life. When fear creeps in, as it does, substitute it with truth. When the mind says, there's not enough, you declare, God is my infinite supply. There is always more than enough. When the voice of lack says, I can't afford this, you affirm, everything I need is already paid for by divine channels of wealth. You must learn to override the world's noise with the soul's knowing. This is the path of the awakened. This is the work of the wise. Many believe they are being realistic by speaking of their struggles, but what they call realism, the spirit calls rehearsal. Rehearsing limitation, rehearsing bondage, rehearsing delay, and what is rehearsed becomes routine. The law cannot distinguish between what is wanted and what is dreaded. It only hears what is repeated. That is why you must speak deliberately, not casually, not carelessly. Speak from the throne, not the valley. Words are not just sounds, they are spiritual instruments. They are vessels of power. When you say I am, you are invoking the divine within you. So never follow I am with anything you do not wish to see come alive. I am tired, I am broke, I am stuck. These are spells you cast unknowingly, and life, being the perfect servant, fulfills them without delay. But when you shift, when you say, I am rich, I am provided for, I am always in the right place at the right time, you release angels of provision on your behalf. The law of substitution demands that you replace every negative with its divine opposite. Lack becomes abundance. Confusion becomes clarity. Delay becomes perfect timing. Doubt becomes unshakable faith. You are not denying reality. You are creating a new one. The moment you speak truth over circumstance, you realign with divine order, and divine order never fails. So, speak not of what you fear, speak only of what you wish to call forth. Your word is your wand, and the universe is listening, ready to obey. There is a perfect rhythm to the universe, a divine choreography unfolding in every second, every breath, every beat of your heart. Nothing is late, nothing is early. All things move by divine timing. When you speak your word at the sacred hour, when you affirm prosperity with power and clarity, you set this perfect timing into motion. But words alone are not enough. They are the spark, yes, but action is the flame. The universe loves a soul who not only speaks with faith but walks with boldness. Faith must wear shoes. So many declare their desires and then sit idle, watching the sky, waiting for blessings to fall like rain. But manifestation is not magic, it is law. Your declaration must be followed by divine action, aligned movement, and fearless steps. When you say, I am wealthy, walk like it. When you say, I am guided, move like it. Do not wait for signs, be the sign. Your action is the signal to the universe that you are ready, and once readiness is shown, resources rush to meet you. Divine timing is not about delay. It is not the universe withholding your good. It is alignment. It is preparation. The soil must be ready for the seed. The table must be set before the feast. So when it seems like your affirmation has not yet borne fruit, do not grow weary. Do not speak against your word. Continue to act in faith. Continue to show up with excellence. Each step you take is not wasted, is counted, multiplied, and returned in perfect form at the perfect time. Action rooted in fear produces struggle, but action rooted in divine certainty produces miracles. Take inspired steps, not frantic ones. Listen within before moving without. When you are aligned with spirit, every phone call is divinely timed. Every meeting is ordained. Every door that opens is no accident, and every door that closes is protection. The ego rushes, spirit flows. You are not behind. You are right where you need to be. When you rise at 3 a.m. and declare your truth, when you speak, that money flows, that doors open, that abundance is yours. You are not just making noise in the dark. You are commanding the light, but the day must reflect that decree. Do not speak of prosperity at dawn and complain of lack by noon. Do not declare that you're guided, then question every turn. There must be unity between your words and your walk. Every step taken in faith, every action taken in alignment, every moment honored with grace, moves the gears of the unseen. Do not underestimate the power of consistent, faithful movement. You are building momentum in the spirit long before you see it in the material. Keep moving, keep trusting, and above all, keep speaking truth. Divine timing is always working in your favor, but divine action is your invitation to meet it halfway. Speak as though it's done. Walk as though it's here, and you will find that money, miracles, and manifestations arrive right on time. There is a sacred stillness that blankets the earth in the early morning hours. At 3 a.m., when the noise of the world falls silent and distractions sleep, the veil between the visible and invisible thins, it is the hour when spirit stirs, the hour when your words carry weight beyond comprehension. You are not just awake, you are aligned. You are not just speaking, you are summoning. The 3 a.m. hour is not an accident. It is an appointment with power. In this holy hour, your spoken word travels faster. It is not drowned by the doubts of the day. It is not tangled in the chaos of thought. It is clear, direct, and piercing. It echoes through the ethers, touching realms you cannot see, activating forces you do not yet understand. What you speak at 3 a.m. is not mere affirmation, it is instruction to the universe, a divine command, a spiritual decree. This is why you must be intentional with what passes your lips in those sacred moments. Do not speak of lack. Do not whisper fear. Do not mumble uncertainty. Speak truth. Speak faith. Speak as one who knows that the unseen is more real than the seen. Declare wealth, even if your pockets are empty. Declare success, even if the world calls you foolish. At 3 a.m., you are not speaking to the world, you are speaking to the source. And the source does not operate in limitation. The subconscious mind is wide open at this hour. It is listening, absorbing, recording. It does not argue. It does not question, it accepts. So what are you feeding it? Are you planting seeds of increase or of insufficiency? The choice is yours. The law is always working, and at 3 a.m., it is especially alert. Your word becomes law. Your voice becomes vibration. Your vibration becomes reality. Say it out loud. Money flows to me, easily and continuously. Let the words break through the quiet. Let them rise like incense. Say it until it feels real, and then say it again. The world is shaped by those who dare to speak life when there is no evidence of it. At 3 a.m., you become the architect of your day. You draw blueprints with your breath. You don't wait for proof, you create it. You are not just praying, you are programming. You are not just affirming, you are activating. This is not superstition. This is spiritual law. What you declare in alignment must show up in form. The moment you speak prosperity, it begins its journey to you. The moment you say, I am open to wealth, the channels begin to clear. There is no delay in divine mind-only preparation for your readiness. So wake up early, speak boldly, speak as if heaven is leaning in to listen because it is. At 3 a.m., you are not small. You are not forgotten. You are the voice of creation, and what you say in faith, the universe must fulfill.